Om Bhaktya Navagrahayo Ratri Madhye Navagrahayo Chandra Devaya Rakshishyasi Bhav Bhavam Mahakalam Chandrabhalam Namami. Hari Om. Today, something I am sharing with the Army of Bharat in remembrance of those who have given their lives. Unfortunately, unaware of those who were responsible for their untimely death, their untimely demise, and their untimely sacrifice. But one thing is for sure, all their sacrifices are counted within. Here, here, to be clear with my existence, the purpose that I have always been standing here for. Remains one and only Dharma. This is Shambhal Gram. Since I have been here, I have been trying all day night protect the seeds of Dharma, without which there can never be peace. Never. Peace was never there without them, and there never will be. All the history of the untaught will be placed forward. What history of violence were put forward? Welfare of what comes as an output? History of what? History of violence belongs to whom? Whom? History of violence belongs to P5. Israel! And those false propagandas that you have been making in the nation in the names of sinful terrorists like Israel, who is responsible for millions and millions of deaths, who are supported by the Senate Democrats of USA, Republicans of USA. Funding arms and ammunition. Who is benefiting from this? Tell me one thing, just one thing. Who has benefited from the war of Ukraine-Russia? Who is winning it? Neither Russia nor Ukraine, but oil companies are winning it. It is as simple as that. There is no point of dispute in these things, and there will never be one. I am talking to the Army of Bharat and their families whose lives have always been at stake once they sacrificed their lives. But not anymore. Not anymore. For that, I am here to give you my introduction. If you understand it or if you don't understand it, doesn't make sense, but you'll understand one thing. You have always stood for what is right. Righteousness has always been alongside the pious, the one with humility, the one with honor, the one with courage. What makes the difference? Whoever I may be, it doesn't make any difference. I am really sorry if I am not able to use any other language, but this is very serious. This channel is for blaming those who have been responsible for spreading adharma in the nation. And I'm addressing those outside, living outside the nation, who are responsible for irreligion in the nation, and alongside, against them, stands the Army of Bharat. I am addressing them as Kalki Maharaj. This is my duty that I have been doing since long. For this day, Navratri hai aaj. Antim Divas Navami hai. I am addressing those as well who are living outside the nation, those sinful companies who are responsible for every kind of war in the nation, for financial terrorism in the nation, for slaughterhouses in the nation, for slave trade, flesh trade in the nation. Everything is being understood and known. I am really sorry, but I will not be able to answer or reply to any of the comments here. But one thing is for sure, Dharma is here. And the austerities and devotion is here as well. For unnecessary world, there remains only one thing. Death. Nothing more. Though I have several names, it depends on the karmas that I am doing. Everywhere it is. Based in all sattvic karmas, so many names come out. A general name doesn't hold me back. It's all based on karmas. But one name, if you would like to call me, the hard-working Army, Defense Forces of Bharat. Well then, I am Mr. Everest. Everything rests on dharma, and that everything rests upon me. That is the reason why I am known as Everest. Dharma rests upon me. That has been my task all this long, to put forward in every way, manner possible. What time scale is present now? What do we have today? What timeline we have today? Based on what? What is the scale though? What scale do we have? Scale of peace. How much peace do people have today? How many hours of a lifespan? This universe is meant for peace, was supposed to be meant for peace. Peace found in severe material things are only going to end up in hell. And hatred, greed, diseases, unfortunate events. That's all. This is not the globe that the general public asked for. Well, their opinions for the welfare of the society was never taken into account. It never was, and it never will be, till there is crony capitalism, till the capitalists are ruling with the idea of ruling, not with the idea of service to the public. No, never. Climatic catastrophes, everything that has been happening and will happen tomorrow and the coming future is for collateral damage that I have been warning these P5 members and the servants of P5 members. And I won't anymore. What does collateral damage do? It ends up peace of those who have wronged. Do you want temporary peace or permanent peace? I am talking about the temporary peace behind whose shield the irreligious hide. सुख के बिना क्या होता है जी? कितने क्षणों का सुख बचता है लोगों के जीवन में? सुखी जीवन ही नहीं है तो कौन सा टाइम स्केल, कौन से वर्ष, कौन से दिवस, कौन सा त्योहार? Few irreligious activities running internationally with so many sinful faces around, regions of sins, of sinners, of ghouls, of Satan. These satanic lands are being advertised and glorified in the nation. You know the amount of atrocities that are being committed against gullible people. I have already said there are only two class of people, one is dharma and one is adharma. Either the person is pious or the person is an atheist. And it's completely based on their karmas. When there is no peace, how can the Prakriti Devi be at peace? That is why these gigantic earthquakes shall happen in the coming days, weeks. That is why it cannot be stopped. I have been here for preparedness, for all I could do. This gate of 9 senses that I carry is for the welfare of the whole righteous army of Bharat. And let me tell you, to give you the assurance, this doesn't die. This is invincible, if you know what it means. This doesn't perish. It doesn't. I am here for the protection of Dharma, and I have been waiting this long. I'll be sharing everything that has always been in disguise for the protection of Dharma. How it works. This heals. If shot here, it heals. I heal it. This doesn't break apart. Then I have to carry the burden of adharma. This becomes stronger to crush it. And with my presence, I can assure you one thing to the Army of Bharat. Those with full devotion towards Dharma, I won't let them fall ever in the battlefield. Consider it a fortune. Consider it a luck out of your sattvic nishkam karmas. I'll repeat it again and again. This is my karma hastali. This doesn't perish. I hold Nara and Kavach. If you know what it means, I am invincible. This doesn't end here. If you want me, I can enter Israel and I can finish them off. I can enter Pakistan, I can finish them off. But not without you. No. This doesn't depend on food, water. It doesn't. This doesn't sleep. It doesn't sleep. It hibernates. I hibernate from time to time, just like I'm hibernating now. What are Sapta Chiranjeevis doing? What do they hold? What do they hold? They hold the karmas of the past of protecting dharma. That is why they are here today. Ages and ages of witness. Ages and ages of examples that they bring along. It is very, very difficult for them to see what we have been witnessing. During the Mahabharata war, when the soldiers used to get hurt, they used to go out of the battlefield to a distance so that the body could heal. There were medics along, continuous supply of medics. And with the presence of dharma, it happened. Only with those who are righteous. And I know that those who have always been righteous, working hard, for them, in the army, in any position of the defense forces, this will definitely work. It won't let you fall. With my presence. This is for dharma. It has always been for dharma and peace. Without dharma, there can never be peace. There can never be equality. And there can never be the quality of public service. Nobody is asking anybody to be altruistic in their approach, but at least an equal approach could have been enough. Severe gigantic earthquakes are in future. All the regions that have been present and who wish to present their sinful atrocities the maps will change. Lying cities lying beneath a sheet of dust. This world was supposed to be for the public of Bharat who serve each other. There is no class but the class of Dharma. That is all. Nobody is left behind. This is what Bharat was known for. In the age of Gurukul, this is what the world has turned into. Outside Dharma is a terrible, terrible time that the nation is witnessing. I am really sorry for all the delay, but that is how it is for everyone. The whole nation is delayed by karmas, just like me. It's rather more of being delayed in choosing the right karmas by most, despite setting so many examples for the welfare of all by me. To the General Army and all the defense forces who will be fighting their wars against the P5 members tomorrow. It will be a 4D war. The three dimensions that you see, and the most importantly, the fourth dimension is the dimension of presence of mind. It's about the presence of mind. And to all the insects who have been trying to delay it, they'll be anyways crushed under the stone, dust, and sprinkles, sphincters of the warheads. They'll be torn into shreds. It was really important for me to come along like this. But with the right time, बिना सटीक समय के योग के कुछ भी सिद्ध नहीं किया जा सकता. सबका अपना समय होता है. It is really difficult. Despite sharing so many things all around, seeing everything getting destroyed in front of your eyes, so many examples, so many examples of deaths, untimely deaths, so many examples of atrocities, so many examples of heinous crimes committed against children, small girls, small boys, families still fail to understand just because of An attitude of ignorance. Terrible. I will be there alongside them in the near future, along with Sapta Chiranjeevis and those who have always been a part of Dharma. There are several, many, who will be breathing down the necks of these P5 members and the capitalist nations. This what's there in this? This is a cloth. It doesn't stop anything. This this is a cloth. It doesn't stop anything. This is just a jacket. This doesn't stop. This stops. Here are my karmas. I don't need plates here. This is my plate. My karmas are my plate. This doesn't die till I want. It's imperishable. This is an armor in itself, which I'll be showing in the near future. In the coming days, weeks, everything will be right in front of your eyes. What this is capable of doing. Paraphernalias don't matter. What we wear doesn't matter. Karmas do. What karmas you wear matters and will only matter. Though I will provide all sorts of armory to the defense forces in the coming time. All will be well armored for protecting Dharma. I ensure that none will be left behind like before. None. I promise. One thing, several things now that I want to tell to the sinners, P5 members, China, Israel, listen to me carefully. I always give hints. I hinted so many things before your destruction. You did not listen to me. You're dying at your own hands by your own atrocities, which I'll be showing here now. To all the sinners who have been glorifying these terrorists, I'm showing you something of importance. This is done by Israel. Whatever it is, nobody has any right to attack civilians.
So this is routine. It's not maybe 6 months. Her whole family still under the rubbles. Israeli occupation just destroyed their house, and the whole family is still under the rubbles. She and her two brothers just survived. The ambulance just got them from under the rubbles, and as you see, her head, dangers in her head, and. Till now, they don't know if her parents and her family is still alive or not. So this is like one from hundreds, maybe thousands of Palestinian children who got injured, and most of them got murdered by the Israeli rockets. So,
Murdered by the Israeli rockets. Do you think these people are lying? I will come at night. Night. I have given you big enough hint. No airport. I don't need airports to come to your place. No waterways, man. No land. I don't need them. But I will be there. Mark my words. Because I don't lie. You have my IDs, man. No airports. No waterways. No land, man. Mark my words. Because I'm never short of my words. This is a cloth. This is not a cloth. I have always been watching you, Israel. Do you think only your softwares can watch you? Or any deeds of your interest, sinful interest? I am always there. That is me. Do you understand that? The sunrise is me. The moonrise is me. The sunset is me. The moonset is me. I'll come as death. Death. Kal Pramata. Kal means death. That is me. Time has so many answers. Time will answer everything. Time never lies. And they never lie. That is me. That are my idols. Prove me wrong. When I'm there, the blaze of the winds of his swing arm of battle axe will be beyond your ability to comprehend. Heard about Parshuram? Do you know what happens when he swings his battle axe? There's a ball of fire which carries along fires, fiery fires, in his eyes, in his actions. When the earth trembles, he'll burn everything. Unstoppable fury of Dharma is what you will witness, beyond your ability to comprehend. Night. Days are near, though there are weeks to the gigantic earthquake. Hari Om. ओम महाकाली देवी नमो नमः। ओम श्री दुर्गा देवी नमो